Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust, guaranteed you gon' feel it though. My intro for this real shit. When I walked the bridge and we built it. Two hoes got the boy on kill clip. My team good and we rollin'. It ain't really hard to see that I'm fresher. I'm a F5 Brock Lesnar. We ain't got time to listen. Yo, lecture, let him put the title up and I get your bitch. Ask me, we ain't never made up. When the times got rough, we ain't never gave up. Boy, you next to the one like Morpheus. So the NLO can't fuck with us. That's real talk in this purple rain. Know some real dudes that'll bring the pain. Stay fresh, rock shades like Johnny K. So they got a bad bitch, no song your blade. You ain't put in work, we can ask your girl. Mad cause she said I'm the best in the world. When it comes to the game, they honor me. I destroy your league, Sean Connery. That's a mere depiction.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave. Audio issues. Jesus, having all kinds of problems. It's your boy Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your Monday Night Raw review. We got one crazy Monday Night Raw in many different ways. Some of it was good. Some of it was bad. Some of it was great. Specifically, basically, the first 2 hours was off the charts amazeballs. Really, really good. Really good. So, you know, it is what it is. Then it kind of absolutely dumped. Yes, okay, guys. I know. I messed up the audio. Yeah. What are you going to do? I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It happens. Give me a break. It was like 25 seconds. Let's calm it down, all right? Get your own shows, and then I'll just make fun of every little thing that you guys mess up. But anyway, check it out, man. This Raw was solid to great for 2 hours, right? Then we got about an hour of absolute lull. There was just nothing going on. The matches got stale. Everything really got predictable and boring, and then we got Kalisto and Del Rio, which was just an ugly botch fest of a match. It's like they just ran out of steam in that third hour, which is just, it's bizarre. The booking was weird, why they had the matches in the order that they did, why Cesaro and Reigns was not the main event. I don't understand that. I think there would have been a lot more suspense had that been the final match of the night. It was very strange. Reigns and Cesaro being where they were at the end of the second hour or wherever it was, all but told us that there's no way Cesaro was winning that match. If they were going to do something of that magnitude, they would have put it at the end of the show. But they didn't. So they kind of gave that away, and I was a little disappointed with that. And then after everything, after the squash match of the Dudleys and the terrible botch fest of a match that we got out of Del Rio and Kalisto, Kalisto actually getting unmasked by Del Rio, full on unmasking. That was awkward. Then we got a very strange ending, which I wanted to hate because it made no sense for them to be the final segment. Then, if that wasn't bad enough, it was also moderated by Michael Cole, which just, are they trying to get people to hate on it more? I didn't understand the logic there. Were they trying to upset folks even more? Let's put Michael Cole in there. That'll help things. No, it's only going to make it worse. But then they went a very strange angle. They went very personal. They went very serious. I do have a little bit of a problem with Charlotte's delivery. I understand that it was a very emotional thing that she had to deliver, but she cries all the time. Every time she grabs a microphone, she cries. Every time that she really starts to get into something, she cries. She's not Rick. Her mic skills are lacking, man. They are just not there, and it's a problem. Paige wanted to eat her alive. You could tell and she held back. Because Paige started off very aggressive, and then Charlotte got windy and then emotional, and then she really had a hard time keeping it together. So Paige kind of let it boil down a little bit, simmer off, and then hit her with the big line at the end about her brother, which I like when they go edgy. I like when they go a little bit controversial. I thought that was a really good line. The brawl was decent. I was more worried about the fact that Paige had those spikes on the back of her damn jacket. I was just waiting for somebody to lose a fucking eye or a titty get cut off or something. I don't know. It was absolutely crazy. It was just absolutely insane. Chris J says, I like the fact that Reigns didn't main event. This is the one time where I think he really should have. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that at all. Did not make sense to me one bit. But it's okay. Look, we're going to get into copious amounts of notes. We're going to take your calls. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've been up almost 24 hours. I'm exhausted. So I'm depending on your calls tonight to get me through this thing. The notes are barely readable, and I typed them. Try to figure that shit out. So the calls, if you want to call in, go ahead and do so on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or of course use the phone number 702-751-2902. Alex Williams says, I think it's okay if she cries for her dead brother. She cries all the time, Alex. Every other time she gets the damn microphone, she wasn't talking about her brother then. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? Have you not watched? She cries every single time that she gets a microphone. It's just, I had half a yogurt. I had half a yogurt this morning, and it makes me very emotional. And, you know, the yogurt, it reminds me of, you know, the time that my dad, the Nature Boy, woo, Ric Flair, didn't make it to my birthday party when I was 8 because he was styling and profiling. Woo! All right, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm going nuts. But I'm exhausted, so I don't even know where I was going with all of that. But no, I do know where I was going. She just cries. That's all she does. Cry, 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 cry. That's it. So she needs to stop crying, and that's about it. So look, I've been up all damn night, all day, all night, playing Fallout 4. Can't stop playing Fallout 4. Absolutely addicted to the damn thing. But that should make a very interesting review. So we're going to take your calls. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Do all that. And if you're so inclined, go ahead and give a tip to your favorite fat man. Donate to the channel. You can do so in the description box below. Boom. Let's take a call. Oh, never mind. I was going to take a call, and then he dipped out on me. You left. You left before I could take your call. Nothing I can do about that. I tried to take your call, and you left. That's all right. So, yeah, we will take your calls and everything. Let's get into the copious amounts of notes. Everybody was freaking out over the beginning. I was not freaking out over the beginning. I did not give a shit about Taker and Kane. Kane and Taker. Don't give a shit. I don't care about the dark side. I don't care about the souls. And with a tear in my eye. I'm just mixing stuff up now. I don't care about souls getting eaten by Bray Wyatt, the eater of worlds. Don't give a shit about any of that. It just not doing anything for me. Yeah, we didn't get the purple lightning tonight. That's a good thing. But we did get a very, very boring and very same old with Taker. Look, if you want to enjoy it from the fact that they're legends, this is like a farewell, I'm fine with that. But I would much rather have The Undertaker show up once a year for the next 5 years than have this long, drawn-out, boring-ass rivalry that we're seeing here. It doesn't work for me. I don't care. We already had a main event or a top level match at WrestleMania between Taker and Wyatt. It just doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it for me, man. I just wasn't feeling it. Didn't do a damn thing for me. So no, I didn't get all crazy in love with that opening. I know a lot of people did, and that's completely fine. Not me. I wasn't one of them. But Druids got beat up. They put on their sheet masks and got their asses kicked, and everybody cheered. I'm just glad that nobody blew out a hip. That was the Taker and Kane got through it without blowing out a hip. I was happy about that. No hearing aids fell out. I was very happy about that. That made me very excited. So there you go. Let's get back to it. Secondly, okay, then they opened up with the perfect match. Neville and Owens, opening round of round number 2. And it seemed like they really took the reins off of Neville tonight. They just opened up his playbook and let him do his thing. And he really did, man. It's just like when this guy really gets going, he's so good. I like the fact that Kevin Owens can go to a secondary role in matches, or he could take the absolute lead. You know, he could do all these different things, and that's what's exciting about him. But it was really about Neville tonight. Neville was really able to shine and show all that potential that we want to see out of him. He still has a lot more in the tank that we didn't even get to see tonight. So, pretty interesting. And but Kevin Owens wins with a huge pop-up powerbomb. That was a big one. And Neville sells really well, man. He takes bumps like Ziggler take bumps. You know, he takes them hard. You know, it's pretty damn interesting. It was a good one, though. Great opening match. Had absolute blast with it. Want to see more from these two. I think a lot of people can be in agreement with that. We want to see more from these two gentlemen. I think that's very apparent. Then they kind of went and switched up a little bit. Tyler Breeze and R-Truth. This was, it was R-Truth, so we knew that Tyler Breeze was going to get this victory, and that's fine. The more I see him and Summer Rae together, the more I like the pairing. She really does work well with him. The lip balm thing was hysterical. I love Tyler Breeze stopping the match in the middle to put on some lip balm. JBL had probably the line of the night when he said, R-Truth, if you lose to a guy wearing lip balm, you need to quit wrestling. That was great. I love that. It was just, it was an entertaining match. It was nothing spectacular, but it wasn't really designed to be. Tyler Breeze is very effective in what he does, with his mannerisms, with the way that he interacts with the referee, not only with the wrestler that he's taken on. It's a lot of fun to see what he does. He's just a very, very good wrestler. And R-Truth, while old as hell himself, he's very athletic, and he really knows how to bring out the best in almost everybody that he wrestles. So it was a decent match. Nothing spectacular, but very, very solid. Then we got the match of the night. This was the match of the night for me. Ziggler and Ambrose. And we'll talk more about that in a second. Let's take a phone call, man. Let's get to a call because I don't want to fall asleep on the air here. Tony Hall, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Not much, man. I watched the show. I watched the beginning of the Raw, and I went back. Right? Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. And I watched the Undertaker and Kane. Bright White comes out, and then you the power, right? The thunder, and this one added to it. It was a good one. I liked. What you think? Your opinion?
I already said it. I hated it. I hated the opening.
You hate it?
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this whole. He's gonna take my soul, and I'm gonna drag him to hell, and I am the darkness. I'm tired of it. I don't give a fuck. And Bray Wyatt, I am the eater of souls. I don't give a shit. It's so fucking
horrible,
cartoonish. It's just, I don't care. I don't like all the crazy supernatural shit on Lucha Underground, and I don't like this shit here. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. I've never been a huge Undertaker guy. I respect what the Undertaker's done, but I've just never been into that gimmick ever.
Yeah, me either.
You just were slurping it. You were just
Yes,
slurping it.
I agree. I agree with you. And
You
why?
were just slurping it.
Yes. Thank you. No, right. You're right. I agree with you. What do you think of the match between Cesaro and Roman Reigns? That was amazing.
It was a good match. It was a very, very good match.
That was
really
good.
Poorly placed. I hated the placement. I think it should have been the main event of tonight. But it was a really, really good match. Not the best match of the night, though. But it was a damn good match.
No.
Ziggler Ambrose stole the show tonight. That match was fantastic.
That was good. That was a good match.
That match was fantastic.
You're very true.
I felt Cesaro carried Roman for most of that match. And then Roman was able to get in some stuff at the end and kind of make him look good. But Cesaro carried that match for me.
It was. And yeah, I'm the same way.
I hated Roman talking before the match. He showed everybody exactly why he should not be champion. Terrible promo. He just sounds bored.
Like horrible. Yeah. I agree. I hear his promos like boring to me. And I was zoned out.
Yeah.
Why? You get a promo, let him be heel. And I'm thinking to myself, hope you agree with disagree with me or not. Can you think Roman Reigns will he turn heel on his friend?
No, he's not turning heel. He is John Cena. I don't know how many times I have to say this to the world. He is John Cena. He's not turning heel. He's not gonna turn heel. John Cena's not turning heel. This is John Cena. He's John Cena 2.0. That is it. That's it.
I know, agree. What do you think who will turn heel? What do you think?
Dean Ambrose. This has been predictable from the beginning. We've all had it absolutely pegged from the jump, and it is what it is. Pittsburgh Boy says, "Fuck off, Dave. Reigns has every right to be champion." Pittsburgh Boy says outlandishly dumb things over and over. Just like he says, "I can see the Panthers going to the Super Bowl." Yes, they're undefeated, but they have not looked impressive one fucking game this year. Fuck the Panthers. There's absolutely no competition in the NFC. If they played Arizona, Arizona would blow the goddamn doors off the Panthers. The Panthers are not a good team. Plain
me either.
And why? Get off the Panthers shit. They're one and done in the playoffs. That's it. That's over. Arietta's not a dirty pitcher, and Roman Reigns sucks and he's Cena. That's the reality, Pittsburgh Boy. Stop cutting me off, Tony Hall. Now you're getting kicked out of here. God damn it, I'm ranting. If you call in and I'm ranting, you let me rant. You don't talk over the fat guy. No, I hung up on you, Tony. I'm not taking your call back. No. Hung up on you. Did the Bengals lose? Did the Bengals fucking lose? Oh, God. Oh, God. No, Jesus. Friggin' Bengals. That means I lost to Huffman tonight in fantasy. That's okay. That means, the Panthers, they're the only undefeated team. Who gives a shit? The Patriots have been in friggin'... Pittsburgh Boy says stupid shit over and over. I don't even have to say anything. Pittsburgh Boy does such a good job of making himself look bad. I don't even have to say anything. It's so good. It's too good. Anyways, there you go. I'm ranting and raving. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm really trying to hang on here. Oh, Tony Hall talking over me as I'm trying to rant on Pittsburgh Boy. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate it. Tony Hall. Josh Lyons, question. What did Reigns do to be champion? He was born pretty and into a Samoan heritage. That's what he did. He's done nothing else. Nothing else. He doesn't give a shit. I'm turning on Reigns. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. But it's guys like Pittsburgh Boy who's actually making me hate the fucking cock. You know what? That's the thing. You remember there was a time when I would have let Roman Reigns do many sexual things to me. Now, I'd at least make him wear a condom. I'm just saying. Let's take another call. 540, you're live with Dead on Dave.
I say stupid shit all the time, huh?
You do! I'm so glad you called. Now I can berate you as you're on the phone with me.
What legitimate team
Yes,
had the Patriots beat
you
this
say
season?
stupid things all the time. It's great. That's why I
What
love
legitimate
having you
team
around.
has the Patriots beat all season?
What's that?
What legitimate team have they beat?
Who?
The Patriots.
The Patriots? Are you serious right now? Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
they cheated
Do
last
you
night
really
because
want to turn
they,
this into a
the
football
time
show?
clock going up
Do you want to
back
turn this into a
25
football
seconds,
show and
they
let's
had
go
6
through their
seconds left on it.
schedule? Because their schedule's been harder than the fucking Panthers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The Panthers have played nobody. You're a jackass. I gotta let you go. You know nothing about
no, that's
football.
bullshit.
You know nothing about baseball, and you know
Bullshit.
nothing about
Bullshit.
wrestling.
No, yes, I do.
You're done,
It's great.
Pittsburgh. You're finished.
It's great.
You're
I do know
over.
something about football.
You're done. You know nothing about football. Get out of here. Oh my God. 336. You're live with Dead on Dave. I had to get rid of Pittsburgh boy because he was absolutely driving me insane. I'm yelling at him. 336. You're live with Dead on Dave. Now you're over the fucking top rope. Everyone's going to piss me off tonight. I'm going to be yelling at everybody. It's just, I can't deal with it. I'm not going to turn this into a damn football show. But to say the Panthers are better than the Patriots is one of the most asinine things I think I've ever heard. Absolutely insane. Wow. It's wonderful, isn't it? I do love you, Pittsburgh boy, but you need to go read up. You know, like, go watch some sports and learn a little bit. It's okay, though. I love you, buddy. All right, let's get back to the copious amounts of notes so I don't blow a friggin' gasket here. Okay. How do you recover from that? How do you recover from yelling at a loyal fan? Pittsburgh knows I love him. It's okay. So, all right, let's get back into it. Let's talk about... no, we're not. We're going to take another phone call. 909, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? It's Jordan Turner. How you doing?
What's up, Jordan? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I give Raw like a 6 out of 10 tonight.
Yeah, I go a little bit higher because the first 2 hours were really, really good.
Yeah, maybe a 7, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's about what I'm at.
You got me more thinking about it. But the Roman Reigns and Cesaro match, it was funny because they were making it seem like Cesaro had a chance, but in reality, we all knew, Roman Reigns was going to win. So when he won, I just looked at my friend and was like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think they could have done a much better job of selling the fact that he had a chance to lose if they would have put it in the main event. The fact they put it in the middle of the show, they completely eliminated any intrigue in him possibly losing this match. I mean, why would they put a big shock in the middle of a show? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Dave, I had a little bit of hope. I'm going to be fully honest. I had a little bit of hope for Cesaro.
Me too.
But he was, upset. But, I don't mind that Roman Reigns won the match. But again, I am a little disappointed. But, it's whatever.
I hated the ending. I hated the ending of it.
Yeah. My friend really hated it.
He's got to get rid of this goddamn spear. He has got to get rid of the spear. It's the ugliest spear I've ever seen in wrestling. And it gets worse. It's so bad. It's so clunky.
Dave, I can't believe it. It's horrible, man. I don't... Roman Reigns, oh my God.
Everybody who's on YouTube, everybody who does the podcast, they all have one thing in common. They all rail against Cena. I have never really done it. I've never really found a reason to hate on Cena. I give Cena shit when he does this stupid Superman bullshit, but I don't get on too much. Yeah. But I'll tell you something. Roman Reigns is becoming that guy for me. He is becoming that guy. He's just no.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
I can't even go further into it. Just no. And the fact that Pittsburgh boy wants him to win and be champion and father his children so badly,
my God.
It just makes me more angry.
Yeah. Hey, a humor thing today. Yeah. New Day. Oh my God. the New Day.
Yeah, man, the New Day again.
I cried of laughter. I couldn't stop.
I love what they do, man. I think
I can't stop, man.
everything they do is hysterical. There's so many little things that they say, especially Xavier Woods.
Exactly.
He says so many tiny little things that you could barely even hear. He goes, "I'm 29. Why is no one talking about me?" I love that. The little things that he says. It's great. I love the New Day.
Yeah. Big E's dance. Oh my God! I showed my brother and he died.
How about
Big E
Pappy
was
E?
dancing.
Pappy E was great. I love that, how they work off of each other, because Big E's telling a story about his grandpappy, and you just hear Xavier Woods go, Pappy E, Pappy E. I'm like, that's great. It's so good. So I want everybody right now in the chat, I want you to put the unicorn up. Put the unicorn horn up. Get it up there. Boom.
My unicorn is up.
It's up there. My unicorn is up there. The horn is here. If I had a dildo, I'd use a dildo. But I don't know. I had to throw mine out. I wore it out. Ha!
Hey, Dave, man, what do you think about the Charlotte and the Paige thing closing out Monday Night Raw? I heard apparently people on Twitter was pretty excited about, the women closing out Raw. I wanted to get your opinion on that. What do you think?
I thought it was unnecessary. I thought this match, I don't think had the build to really warrant this spot. The whole thing with Paige was so clunky and weird. It didn't really get a lot going, and now they're trying to really push it like it's this huge thing, and they had to go cheap with it. Let's face it, to get any real heat for this match, they had to bring in Charlotte's brother. And I thought that's really cheap. It was effective, but very cheap. Very, very cheap, because they had nothing else. Nobody else cared about what was going on with PCB. We hated the team so much, they could have went and ran a train on all three of the members of PCB, and we wouldn't have gave a shit, because we don't care about the teams. We want to see the individual matchups. So this has got to be a great match. It's got to be a great match. So,
do you think in that match? Do you think maybe like it goes through, and I don't know who's gonna win. Like who do you? Because I see maybe interference by Sasha or Becky, or maybe after the match is over, possibly. Well, what do you think? Because I'm kind of torn between either.
I think Charlotte wins. I think Charlotte wins. I think she wins clean.
Charlotte wins clean?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think there'll be interference possibly afterwards, or by Sasha or Becky, or
maybe afterwards or the next night? One of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for taking my call.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate the call. Thanks for not making me rage.
Oh, no.
You
no
calmed
problem,
me
man.
down. You were my goose fraba. Thank you.
No problem, man. I'll let you go take some of the other calls, man. Thank you for
All right,
my
man.
call.
Take it easy.
All right, you too.
Jordan Turner, everybody. That's how a call's supposed to be. That's how a call's supposed to be. So, yeah, there it is. Man. Apparently there's a lot of talk in here about the Joe Cronin show. He's talking shit. Congratulations. I don't give a crap. I'm here doing my thing. We got copiousness going on. Who gives a shit? Truth is out there, kids. Truth is out there. I don't give a fuck what he says. It's all gravy, baby. Let's get back into it. Jorge Medina says, that's cool. Dave is awesome. He's a fellow Chicagoan. That's right. I am. That's right. Love me some Chicago. Let's get back into copious amounts of notes, man, because what I really want to talk about is mother-friggin' the match of the night. Ziggler and Ambrose. Ambrose and Ziggler. Great match. Fantastic match, man. It was so different and so bizarre because nobody was expecting this type of match. For the first 8-9 minutes of this match, it was chain wrestling. They chain wrestled. These guys just move after move, hold, reversals, all kinds of great stuff. It was great. I didn't know Dean had that in him. I really didn't. It's crazy. It was awesome. It was just awesome. So I really did enjoy it. That's a quick question. Marcus Ryan says, Dave, I'll be making videos soon. What do you use for your graphics? I have the graphics guru, Sal, man. And if you want to try and get him to do some stuff for you, just hit him up at White Death Graphics at Gmail. And he'll hook you up, possibly, if he deems you worthy. Marcus Ryan is he's going to start doing his own review. He said he was inspired by the copious man and the tall one that is just too tall, the new co-host on Dead on Dave Live, too tall, that he wants to do his own show, and he asked for some advice. So real quick, here's a little bit of advice. Get XSplit. This is for anybody who wants to get a channel going of their own. Have no problems helping out people because nobody does this on their own. Everybody gets help. And I'm appreciative for everybody who's helped me out along the way, including Joe Cronin, Tommy C., and so many others. You can't do it on your own. You learn from people. You develop who you're going to be by being in community. So stay in a tight community, whether it be this one or you find people that you really can connect with. Get XSplit. It's integral to success. You got to have XSplit. Microphone, headphones. I don't use headphones because my shit's broken, but headphones, that's all important. And just keep your stuff together, man, and you'll be fine. Just be yourself, have fun, and just try to do something that is not necessarily the same that you see everywhere else. People can get a review anywhere. They come to see you. That's who you're selling. You're selling yourself. I sell myself, baby. You know what I do. Pittsburgh Boy 96 says, Dave, why do you bash Pittsburgh boys so much? That's my question. 'Cause you make it so easy. That's why, Pittsburgh. 'Cause you make it so easy. You lob it. Are you really going to alley it and expect me not to oop it? I mean, come on. If you alley, I got to oop. I got to bring the thunder. That's what I do. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about Ziggler and Ambrose because I'm ultimate worrying myself, just trying to stay away because I am exhausted. This is about as tired as I've ever been on a show. At almost 24 hours, I've been awake consistently. Usually I get a nap in there. Not tonight. So Ziggler and Ambrose, absolutely crazy match. It just kept building and building. Dean wins in spectacular fashion. Then he does something very interesting. He grabs the microphone and he cuts a main event caliber promo. He talks about replacing Michael Cole with a fish tank. He talks about the Ambrose Asylum, which that is an awesome thing. There you go. All the stuff that you want to hear. He's got that big catch now. If he goes heel, he can definitely do that. But I don't think that it's necessary because of the situation with Reigns. And we've talked about the fact that more than likely Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel because that makes a lot of sense. But what if they don't? What if they don't turn him heel because you have the situation with Reigns, who is only getting cheered by maybe half the crowd, and depending on where they're at, a hell of a lot less than that. You don't really need to turn him heel. Because Reigns is going to get all that. It's the same thing as John Cena's rivalries when he takes on guys who are faces. It doesn't really matter that much because the other guy is going to get cheered more just because of the fact that he's in there with Cena. So it's the same thing with Reigns. I don't know if there's going to be a turn here. I don't know if we're all expecting a huge swerve, something that we're not expecting, or maybe we are very much expecting. But I don't know if it's going to happen. It's just one of those things where Dean is probably going to be in the finals. And if he loses to Kevin Owens, then I think there's a very, very good chance that he does turn heel. And he gets into the next feud with the new champion, Roman Reigns. I also think that Kevin Owens has a chance to win this. We're writing off Kevin Owens. We're talking about Reigns. We're talking about Ambrose. But Kevin Owens, man, he makes a lot of sense because of his connection with Triple H. We all thought that there was something going on with those two talking in the back, but then Triple H started talking to everybody. So It was crazy. It was just one of those things. We don't know where this is going. If we think we do, but there could be a lot of things that change. You just never know. So, yeah, Ziggler and Ambrose, love the match. Ambrose Asylum all the way for me. Then we got the New Day. The horns come out. We got Booty Aid tonight. Booty Aid. If life hands you booty, make Booty Aid. That's what you got to do. And they face the Nose and Ryback. I've really gotten off the Ryback train. Really have. Just made me sad. I'm just not dealing with it. And for some reason, they decide to go Ryback Crush, and he just destroys the New Day, pushes the referee, gets disqualified. I smell pre-show match. It looks like the New Day are going to the pre-show for Survivor Series. Or they could have them on the main card because we don't have a full card yet. So who knows? I don't know what they're going to do there. But look for those 6 people to be in a match yet again. More than likely that's going to happen. Then we got Cesaro and Triple H. And that started getting the wheels turning. And had the match next not been Roman and Cesaro, and they would have just left it with Cesaro and Triple H talking in the back like that, I think things would have been a little bit different. And we would have been thinking more that Cesaro had a much greater chance of winning. Great match. I thought it was awesome. So, like I said earlier, Cesaro carried that match. The ending was terrible, and that spear's got to go. Let's take another call. Ed Rage Hardy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, what's up, Dave?
What's crack-a-lackin', Ed?
Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I missed an hour of Raw.
Which hour?
After the Neville and Kevin Owens match.
Oh, you
I was
missed
just
the
way
middle
too.
chunk.
Yeah, I was way too tired. I did some stuff today, and
you're too
happened.
tired. Holy God, I'm barely functioning right now. I'm about to hit 23 hours awake here. 23 consecutive hours. About to hit that. I'm starting to fade. I'm exhausted.
I don't know how you can do that.
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is how I can do it. I'm an addict. Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm a Fallout 4 addict.
Hi, Dave.
There you go. He did it. I was about to bash you for not doing it, but then you did it, Ed Rage. I'm so proud of you. Golf clap for Ed Rage Hardy. Golf clap for Ed Rage Hardy. Fantastic. Pittsburgh boy wouldn't have done that. I'm still going to shit on him. All right, what do you got for me, man? What'd you think of tonight? The parts that you saw. Every week it seems like you miss some of Raw. But what'd you think about the parts you saw?
Well, I thought the intro was kind of shit.
Yep, I agree.
The match with Kevin Owens and Neville was the match for me of the night. I really enjoyed that.
I did too. I did. Hold on one second. I think it's important to mention this because I agree with you. The opening was shit. That being said, if you're a serious Undertaker mark and there are a lot of huge Undertaker fans, I could see you loving it. Subsequently, also, that's what I was just trying to say. Also, if you're a kid, I could see you really digging that opening. Because everybody knows that I am the Lord of Darkness. I'm gonna get Michelle to buy me a new hemorrhoid pad. Everybody knows that. Yeah, everyone's excited about that. But yeah, for me, and apparently for you as well, not so much.
And then this is actually, I wake up to getting pissed off because I woke up, I saw my TV on, and I see the ending of a match with Roman Reigns and Cesaro.
Yeah. Is that spear not terrible? Is that spear not?
It is horrible.
It's the worst spear in wrestling history. Charlotte's spear looks better than Reigns' spear. And Charlotte's spear is shit, but it looks better than Roman's.
It's
horrible.
I don't know. They really want to push this, man. They want Cena Rock 2.0, but
yes.
They can't. That's what they want.
That's the thing. If they want him to be The Rock, they could do that. They could have done it. It would have worked. It would have made sense. He's got the right look. They could have easily done it. He had the same hatred going for him like The Rock did. Not quite as much as Rocky Die, but there was a time there where people were basically getting ready to stone that man. And they didn't capitalize on it. They didn't make the turn and make him be his own man. So now this is what we're stuck with. Why? Because they believe they need a Cena. They need that Hogan. They need that superstar Billy Graham. They need that constant lineage of the big guy who's there to support the kids, who's there to be the top merchandise seller. By the way, that's a problem. His shirts are not good enough to be a top merch seller. Cena's colorful. Hogan's colorful. Reigns black. Kids don't wear black, not little kids. We wear black, but little kids, they want vibrant colors. They want to look like cartoon characters. That's what they want to wear. I don't know. The whole
give
thing
him a Cena cap. That's all you have to do.
What's that?
A Cena cap.
A Cena cap. That's right. That's right. What else you got for me?
I could not watch that last segment between Charlotte and Paige.
Oh, so you did not feel this?
No, it's just you're right. Charlotte always cries on the microphone.
Yeah. I did feel tonight's crying was genuine though. It
actually made sense on that one.
It made me pause, man. It really did. It was sad seeing her talk about her brother. It was that was emotional. But because she's cried so many other times, that emotional connection doesn't hit home. I don't know. I think maybe if they would have had a little bit more build up to this previously, I think it would have been a much better situation. It just seems so weird that they were main eventing, that they were the last segment on Raw. Everybody was so confused by it that I think it kind of took away from it. Yes, the civil rights people or the social justice warriors, the equality fuckheads who just... Yes, I could see why they're excited. Women, they're doing the main event. Yeah, that's great. Okay, in a way, it's fantastic. But it still has to be good, right? I mean, it has to be good. Or it doesn't matter.
Exactly right. We have if you're gonna like, okay, I like women main eventing a thing, sure, but hey, entertain us.
Yeah, I think that's important. And I'm not saying that this wasn't completely unentertaining, because I think there was aspects of it that was. I just don't think it was worthy of a main event spot. This was a middle of a show. Think about this. This is the go-home show for Survivor Series, one of the big 4 pay-per-views of the year. And they're not promoting a world title match. They're having a game-changing tournament. They're not promoting that in the last segment. They're not promoting the 25-year anniversary of The Undertaker. They're promoting a women's title match that is probably going to be in the middle of the card that has just a couple of weeks of serious build behind it. That's what they pushed, and that's why it was confusing, and I think that's why it kind of failed.
That is right.
Even tired, I make good points. What else?
Because you're the copious one, damn it.
What's that?
Because you're the copious one, damn it.
I am the copious one, that's right. I am copiously full of shit. There's no question about that. Even exhausted, I can bullshit with the best of them. What's your rating for tonight, bud?
I don't think I can give it a rating since I didn't see the whole thing.
Incomplete. Incomplete. We'll go with that. Incomplete. All right, but I appreciate the call, Ed Rage.
See you, Dave.
Take it easy, Mr. Hardy. Ed Rage Hardy, everybody. I'm all over the place. I'm up, I'm down, I'm in, I'm out. I'm absolutely crazy. Gerald Herbert says, Dave's spear is the best. If I had a spear, you're goddamn right it would be the best. There's no question that my spear would be amazing. Some people hate Edge's spear. I loved Edge's spear. That's probably my favorite spear. Rhino's gore was awesome. I loved Rhino's gore, but it was Edge's spear. I wasn't a big fan of Goldberg's spear either, because sometimes it can be really sloppy, but when he hit it flush, that thing was beautiful. But Edge's was great. Yeah, I love the way Edge came down with it. came down into it, and the way he would just, it was awesome. I loved it. Pittsburgh boys, leaving the chat. Hey, Pittsburgh, I love you, buddy. But he's going to break a chair because he's upset at what a fat guy's opinion he's going to get upset about. Reigns sucks. Nothing I can do about it. What do you declare? Alex Williams says Dave's wife doesn't allow Dave to spear her. You're 100% right about that, buddy. You have no idea how correct you are. Marcus Ryan says the spear and the super kick are the most overused moves in WWE. I think that's very true too. Everybody's got a super kick, and like half the roster uses a spear now. It's very true. But the problem is with the spear, it's a takedown. It's just a double leg takedown with more force. That's all it really is. So anytime somebody just does a double leg takedown, it looks like a spear. It's weird. Cappuccino 80 says, I guess we can all agree that Reigns has the worst spear. Boom. There you go. So it said, I'm going to get a worst spear trophy, and it's going to be me on the toilet. That's going to be the little golden bronze statue guy, whatever. He's going to be taking a dump, and that's the statue we're going to give to Roman Reigns for worst spear. I think we figured it out. Bada boom. Realest guy in the room. All right. After the Roman Cesaro match, that is when the wheels fell off on the night. Wheels fell off after that. Then we got the Ascension and 3D and a squash. I mean, I guess it's good the Ascension are getting some airtime. But can they win a match? Can we let them win a match? Please, somebody. Just let them win something. Have them beat up some jobbers again. Do something. Then we got just so disappointing. Del Rio and Kalisto in an absolute botch fest. Now, I don't understand this. This is the match that was really confusing to me. Why have Kalisto go over Ryback if you're not going to have him go over Del Rio? Why not have the one guy who's the Cinderella story going into the quarterfinals? No, the semifinals, excuse me. I didn't understand that. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand what was the point. Did they just want to have a great match between the two? Did they overestimate the type of match they could have? Because nothing worked. They had no chemistry. None. They had less chemistry than Kalisto and Ryback did. And they had no fucking chemistry. Just ridiculous. Del Rio tried to do a spear and it didn't work. A backstabber and it didn't work. He had to pick him up off the ground and do that. Then he unmasks Kalisto on the top rope. Full unmasks. No question about that. It was just ugly after ugly after ugly. Nothing got going. It just looked bad. It was bad for Del Rio. It was especially bad for Kalisto because now any juice that he had, any push that they were thinking about giving him, now they have to rethink it. They've got to start thinking, is this even a good idea? Is there any reason why we should consider keeping this guy in this spot? I don't see it. Real quick, I appreciate you guys in the chat, man. Keeping the chat going, having a good time in the show. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button. We're almost at 1,600 subscribers. 1,600 subscribers. We're almost there. And you guys can help us out. So keep on subscribing and liking. And if you're so inclined, go pick up a Dead on Dave t-shirt, man. We got some good stuff there. Go ahead and check it out. What better way to represent the coolest fat guy in the world than with a t-shirt or a mug? Drink from my face. You could do it on www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. And after that, you could also, if you feel like it, if you don't want to do any other things, and you want to donate to the channel and support the channel directly, go right to the description box of this video and donate. You tip your barista, you could tip the copious fat man. There you go. So let's finish up here. And then, the last thing was the Divas. which I think we've hit pretty hard. The Divas just didn't work. There was just nothing super great about it. Look, I got sucked into the things that Charlotte was saying, mainly because it became a real thing. That was the only thing that really drew me in, because it became real. When she started talking about her brother, I was like, oh, and Paige looked uncomfortable. She looked uncomfortable, like she really didn't want to go here, and that kind of took away from it a little bit. So there was just so much. There was so much that was just bizarre about it and off and missing the mark. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm off about it. I don't know. I know a lot. This is like a win for women's rights, which is great, I guess. But I don't understand. They had their big victory, and we can all agree. We can all agree that main event between Sasha and Bayley was incredible. Absolutely could have been a main event at WrestleMania. But this situation, look, if you want to just get two random women and put them in a main event of something, and by the way, the only reason they put these two in the main event tonight, the top billing, was because Rousey and Holm. That's it. It's the only reason. Because they got to be progressive, just like UFC. That's it. I don't know what to say. So, but there were things that I liked from it. Raw was very disjointed. I thought the first 2 hours were solid, great even. The matches were all awesome. And then that third hour just tanked. It tanked because there was nothing to bridge the end of the show. There was nothing there to be that stopgap. Once we saw Cesaro and Reigns, we knew there was nothing after. So it just really took away from the entire ending, I think. That whole third hour just felt like a drag because we knew there was nothing saving it. We knew that it was going to be the women, and it probably wasn't going to be spectacular. And it wasn't. Let's face it. The fact they had Michael Cole in there made it a little bit worse. But it is what it is, man. So, last call for callers, man. If you want to call in right now is the time. You can call in on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or 702-751-2902. You can go ahead and call in and do your thing. Other than that, that's all I got. So, make sure you guys, I'm going to go through some plugs here until I'm sure this message got out and everybody knows this is the last chance for calls. So make sure you're checking out everything that's going on within the community. Tommy C over at Shot From The Point. We came back. We had an amazing show with Jack Malay, special guest on In the Crease with Tommy C last night. I thought it was great. We had a great time. So make sure you check that out. So much more. Tommy C, Shot From The Point, hockey at its finest. Make sure you're checking that out. Open the show tonight with Brock Lesnar by Real Talk Metaphor Messiah, who just so happens to have a new album coming out December 17th, 2015. That's right, this year. Make sure you check that out. Apparently, I got a donation, and I didn't hear the $1 Million Laugh. I did. We got a $5 donation from Cappuccino. It says, am I getting the $1 Million Laugh? Anyway, Reigns sucks, and so does Pittsburgh. That's funny. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get you to laugh. I'm going to do a test donation. The test donation came up, but no $1 Million Laugh. I'm going to get you that $1 Million Laugh. If I have to kick a baby, I'm going to get you that $1 Million Laugh. There it is. There's your $1 Million Laugh. That's a test donation for $45. Cappuccino, you got your $1 Million Laugh. Thank you for the $5 donation. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Derek Bradford, for telling me I got a donation. I appreciate that. I don't know what's wrong. It's every time if I switch off the screen, it doesn't work. It's so weird. I have no idea. But other than that, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I think my fat bones need to go take a rest. Sometime in the next day or so, the debut, probably, don't hold me to it, but a new show is going to be debuting right here on the show, the channel, I should say. It's Dave's Save Point. It's going to be full-on video games. I'm going to give you your weekly video game news rundown, as well as highlights of video games that I'm playing, some retro games that I love, maybe some top fives of favorite genres, games within genres, retro stuff, old school, whatever. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's called Dave's Save Point. Very excited about it. Got new graphics for that. Thank you once again to Sal, the graphics guru. You are the man, the myth, and the legend. So thank you very much. Other than that, that's all I got. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Did about an hour, so it's not too bad. Hope you guys had a great time tonight. I had a fun time, and it's because of you guys, man. I got to yell at some people because I'm tired, and my filter wasn't working very well, so motherfuckers got yelled at. Got some controversy in the chat, people talking about old shit. Had all kinds of fun. We laughed, we cried, we shared some memories, we held some hands. It was great. It was fantastic. I have homework for all of you guys out there. This is what you need to do. If you want to be copious like me and you want to be cool, what you need to do, I make sure I go watch a weird movie every week, some old school, weird, strange thing. And your homework for this week is Crybaby. If you haven't seen Crybaby, go watch it. You gotta watch Crybaby. Johnny Depp, Tracy Lords. It's fantastic. Go watch Crybaby, and then I want to hear all kinds of Crybaby references next week on the show. We got Survivor Series next weekend, man. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait for that. I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Just remember, I'm the king. King Crybaby. That's right. Thank you guys very much. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Peace. Every so often, a musician emerges that changes the landscape of their genre, changes the definition of what is, alters the rules set by those who came before. That musician brings with him music that shatters the image of the status quo, music that transforms, music that ushers in new inspiration, new ideas, and new life. That musician and that music is here.
And the best in the biz.
December 17th, 2015, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah presents Black Mozart.